If you're a teacher using Google Classroom, you already know it's an amazing tool for organizing your class. But all the communication that goes with it? Wow, that can feel like a total tidal wave hitting your inbox. Today, we're going to dive into two really powerful, built-in features that will help you tame that inbox, communicate way more effectively, and honestly, save you a ton of time. Let's get into it.
Does this look a little too familiar? It's Sunday night, you're staring at a blank email, and you're trying to figure out how to summarize the entire week for dozens of parents. What a time sink, right? Well, there is a much, much better way. Let's see how Google Classroom can actually do most of this work for you. All right, first up, let's talk about the most straightforward tool in your communication toolbox, the direct email function. Think of this as your digital scalpel. It's perfect for precise, targeted communication when you need to send a specific message right now.
So what's this really for? At its heart, this feature is all about speed and focus. The whole point is to let you send a specific email to a specific person or group. Maybe it's one student, maybe it's all the guardians, or just one family, without you ever having to leave Google Classroom. It's all right there.
And the best part? It's so easy to do. You just head over to the People tab in your class, check the box next to whoever you want to contact, click that Actions button, and then hit Email. A little compose window pops right up, you type your message, click Send, and you're done. It's that simple.
Now here's one little thing to keep in mind. Just a heads up. You can email up to 100 people at a time with this. Now if your class is bigger than that, it's no big deal. You just have to send the email in batches. Select the first 100, send it, then select the rest, and send it again. It's a small detail, but it's an important one.
Okay, and here are a couple of other key details that sometimes trip people up. First, guardians can use any email address they want. They do not need a Gmail account to get your messages. Second, and this one is really important, when you send an email from Classroom, it's actually being sent by your school's Gmail account. So if you're looking for that message later, don't look in Classroom. It'll be sitting right there in your normal Gmail sent folder.
So let's recap real quick. Direct email is your tool for immediate, specific messages that you have to write yourself. But what if you want something more consistent? Something that just runs automatically in the background. Well, that's where our second tool comes in.
Get ready to meet your new best friend, Guardian Email Summaries. Seriously, if direct email is that precise scalpel, this is your automated assistant, just working tirelessly in the background to keep Guardians in the loop without you having to lift a finger every single week.
So what is a Guardian email summary exactly? It's basically an automated digest of what's happening in your class for a specific student. Once a Guardian gets an invite and accepts it, they can choose to get this summary either every day or once a week. It is a true set it and forget it system. So, what does a parent or a Guardian actually see on their end? Well, it's not some cluttered, confusing email. It's this, a really clean, organized report that gives them a perfect snapshot of their student's work. You can see right away how it's broken down into these clear, easy-to-read sections.
And if we look a little closer, it really boils down to three key things. First, it highlights any work that's missing, which is huge. Second, it shows what work is coming up and is due soon. And third, it gives a general overview of recent class activity, like any new announcements or assignments you've posted. It really gives them the full picture.
Okay, this is super important and something you'll want to communicate to parents. These summaries are all about activity and deadlines, not performance. Grades are not included. This is great because it helps manage expectations and keeps the focus on engagement and what's coming up. And it lets you direct any grade-specific questions to your school's official grade portal.
Okay, an automated assistant sounds pretty good, right? So how do you actually turn this thing on and get it working for you? Well, the setup is surprisingly fast.
First things first, you're going to dive into your class settings, that little gear icon. Scroll down to the General section and you'll see Guardian Access. You just toggle it on. And here's a great time saver. You can turn it on for just the one class you're in, or you can click to turn it on for all your current and future classes at once. Super handy.
All right, once the feature is enabled, you just head back over to the People tab. Now, next to each student's name, you'll see a new Invite Guardians button. You just click it, type in their email address, and hit Send. That's it. Until they accept the invitation, you'll see a little Invited note next to their name so you can keep track. Before we move on, I have to stop and highlight this critical warning. This comes straight from Google. If you ever need to remove a guardian, you have to be really careful. When you remove them from your class, you're not just removing them from your class, you're removing them from all of that student's classes across the entire school. It's a big action, so just be absolutely sure that's what you mean to do.
So, we've got two fantastic tools, the direct, hands-on email and the automated summaries. How do you decide which one to use and when? Let's break down the final verdict.
It really just boils down to this. You're going to use direct email for anything that's urgent or personal. You know, a field trip reminder for tomorrow, a quick note about how great a student did on a project, or a question for just one family. On the other hand, you'll use Guardian summaries for all that routine, week-to-week stuff that keeps everyone on the same page about assignments and deadlines.
But the real secret here isn't about choosing one tool over the other. The most powerful strategy is to use both of them together. Let the Guardian summaries handle the consistent, regular pulse of your classroom communication. That frees you up to use direct email for those special cases that really do need that personal touch. So, I'll just leave you with this question. Who could you invite today to open up a new, easier line of communication? Seriously, taking just 5 minutes to turn on summaries and send out a few invites could literally save you hours of work down the road and help you build a much stronger connection between home and school.